Hello everyone, how are you? Today we're going to be doing a preview for the Arsenal versus Bournemouth game. If you do enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. In preparation for the game, I decided to break down and look at the last three of Bournemouth's Premier League fixtures to see what type of form they come into it, what trends we can see, and how we can assess how the game is going to pan out. Bournemouth's last two Premier League fixtures were Leicester City, where they lost 1-0 at Leicester, and a 3-1 win against Southampton, where they were at home. Now, in those two fixtures, they only made one change to their side. Kluivert started against Southampton. Atara started against Southampton. Kluivert started against Leicester. Against Liverpool, though, they did mix it up. They played Hujen and Arujo in the back line, as well as Semenyo, Semenyo's played all three, but they played two different defenders against Liverpool, which is interesting. Kluivert started in the two games that Bournemouth coincidentally lost, and I do feel that they're probably going to maybe go with Atara if he's fit in the game against Arsenal on that basis. In all three of the games, though, Bournemouth did get over 1 XG. Granted, they overperformed against Southampton, where they had 1.16 XG and scored 3. But against Liverpool, they got 1.24 XG. And in the final game against Leicester, they were unlucky to lose that game. They actually had 19 shots over the course of the 90. So what that means is that Bournemouth are no slouches when it comes to attacking. Bournemouth are a side that like to hit on transition. They have pace and power throughout. You think of the likes of Tavernier, you think of likes of Atara, Semenyo. They're all players who are quite big units and quite quick. Technically not necessarily the most secure, definitely not as secure as Arsenal, but they are a threatening side. The goals then. So against Leicester, it was Boyanete. He was on the game. The game was stretched and it was a transition, and he cut on from the right with a left-footed shot that went past Kepa at the near post, but it was a lot of power, so you can't really blame the Spanish keeper for that. Southampton's goal in the 3-1 was a inverted cross from the left wing coming in on an in-swinging angle. So that's something we could maybe take note from, because obviously Arsenal like to do in-swinging crosses from free kicks and corners. So that could be interesting. Bournemouth's goals, there was a quick free kick. We won't take anything away from that. Semenyo did cut in from the right, then for the second goal, and then Cook was on the edge to Semenyo, played it back to Cook. Cook shot, deflected shot, but either way it was a good chance and a good bit of dribbling from Semenyo. And the third goal, Semenyo was on the right hand side of the box and hit it across goal into the bottom left hand corner. Bournemouth attacking down the wings is a trend that we've seen. Against Liverpool, they displayed that again. They had a disallowed goal where they were on the right-hand side. They played the ball across the box. Low crosses as well is what Bournemouth seem to be doing a lot. They played the ball across the box and Semenyo scored. It was disallowed for offside, but that is a factor that we got to look at from a defensive side of things. Semenyo is also Bournemouth's key player in the last 3 games. It's very key to see that he is their best player, in my opinion. From the goals that Liverpool scored, there was a Diaz direct run on the left-hand side. The second goal was a mid-drive from Trent. He plays it off to the left-hand side to Diaz, who then slots home. And then the third goal was a Nunez cut in from the right. It's very, very clear that in Bournemouth games, they like to play it down the wings. Now, whether that be offensively or defensively, they try and pack out the midfield and use their athletic presence on the wings, e.g. Semenyo. And that is just something that I've noticed from the games that I've looked at, and that is something to be aware of. What does that mean, though? For me, it means I would personally play Kivior or Timber over Calafiori. The reason being is early doors, Calafiori looks like an excellent player. But the one thing that he did get caught out about is spatial awareness in the City game. We don't know necessarily how good he is defensively yet in terms of overall defensive game. And I think as Semenyo is their key player, we need to lock down that side. So that's why I would say Kivior or Timber should probably come in from a defensive standpoint for this game. The trend in the goals is also the fact that Bournemouth can definitely be got at down the wings. You look at the Liverpool example, the Luis Diaz cut them open consistently. And that is why I feel that the wings is the way we will damage them, as we do many opposition. Saka maybe doesn't have that lightning directness that we need to damage them, but he will be a presence down that right-hand side. And it'd be interesting to see how they handle him cutting in, especially with the Darwin Núñez goal. I've seen Saka do that sort of turn inside of the box, left foot, top sort of corner area multiple times, so that could affect them. But for me, the key player for Arsenal in this game is going to be the man who is currently just setting the league alight in the last 2 or 3 games, Gabriel Martinelli. He's so in form at the moment, he's so dangerous. Let's get the ball to him as much as possible in the danger areas, and I'm sure he can put Bournemouth to the sword. Another key area to all of the games is that Bournemouth lack control, but equally they don't allow the opposition to have that control. Even in the Liverpool game, they amassed quite a lot of shots and possession. So for that, we need someone who can react in a transition in an offensive sense. And I think another key player would be Thomas Partey. He's our best player in terms of that's played in the recent games in terms of transitional football, playing the ball forward with progressive passes. Defensively, yes, he might lack a bit in terms of athleticism, but I'd definitely make sure Partey starts this game. And Bournemouth are a very good attacking side in the Premier League. There's no easy games in the Premier League, but we should win the game. My prediction is a 2-1 win to Arsenal, although I do feel that Semenyo could be a presence, especially if Calafiori does play maybe. But hopefully Arsenal can win. As I said, we should win, but that's my takeaway from the recent games that I've watched Bournemouth play. I hope you've enjoyed today. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more from me. If you haven't checked it out, go and check out the last video we did where we discuss Arteta's potential tactical change for Arsenal in the future. As I said, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching and goodbye.